Willie D Live.
What's up, family? By now, you've probably heard of an uncivilized mutt named Chud the Builder. He's a 28-year-old white male who goes around Nashville, Tennessee, trying to provoke blacks and other non-whites into physical confrontations in hopes that he can get them arrested or perhaps get himself a free kill. Well, Chud went there a few days ago and he shot a black man who he provoked by the name of Joshua Fox, right? This is Joshua Fox. Joshua Fox, after it was revealed who he was, got an onslaught of hate mail and messages from Chud the Builder's newfound fan base. A fan base of uncivilized mutts came for him, calling him a child predator. Yeah, they said that he had a record for messing with those kids, right? The lie detector determined that was a lie. So, how did that happen? I mean, well, you know how they do, fam. Every time a black person is the victim, they got to turn it into a situation where the black person is the predator. See, Joshua Fox, it turns out, has some competition, some name competition in the state of Tennessee. So let's cover Joshua first. So Joshua is a 31-year-old U.S. Army veteran who does have a criminal record from 2024. He was arrested for aggravated domestic assault, and this is a situation where he allegedly threatened his wife with a screwdriver, and he also threatened to burn the house down. Okay, so that happened in Clarksville, Tennessee. Well, there's another incident that happened in Tennessee, but this was actually in Nashville, Tennessee, with this guy named Joshua Fox. This guy is the real Joshua Fox who has the criminal record for messing with kids. Let's go to the article. Man accused of stalking, sending sexual messages to underage Nashville actress. A 41-year-old man stalked a former star of the TV show Nashville and sent the child sexually explicit messages, including an image of a woman he RAP'd at gunpoint, an arrest report alleges. Court documents show Joshua Andrew Stephen Fox was charged Tuesday with aggravated stalking and solicitation of a minor following a lengthy investigation. According to a warrant, the FBI was investigating Fox's internet activity pertaining to the stalking of the Stella family. The paperwork states an FBI special agent met with Fox on November 8, 2018 at Panera Bread on 21st Avenue South near the Vanderbilt University campus after Fox allegedly sent a sexual invitation to Maisy Stella, requesting she meet him for sex. The agent ordered Fox to stop any and all direct or indirect contact with the Stella family. Investigators said Fox temporarily deactivated social media accounts that he associated with the Stella family, but then reactivated them a few days later and continued messaging Maisy, who was 14 years old at the time. The police report alleges Fox sent Maisy an estimated 85 messages and videos through Facebook on November 11, 2018, asking the child star to call him. The next day, Fox reportedly sent music videos and messages to Maisy, several of which were sexual in nature, in an attempt to get the teenager to call him so they could have sex. There's Maisy. Within the next few days, investigators said Fox sent Maisy a picture of a woman he had kidnapped and RAP'd at gunpoint. The The woman reported the incident the following day, and Fox was arrested in Asheville, North Carolina, then transferred to Smith County, Tennessee to face RAP and kidnapping charges. We can stop right there. I never watched the show Nashville, so I wouldn't know, but this is Maisy. This is the girl that was, Maisy Stella. This is the girl that was being stalked. Scary stuff here, fam, right? I just, I'm still trying to figure out, how did the FBI just go to him and ask him to stop? They didn't arrest him on the spot. They just told him, hey, man, we're going to need you to stop sending those messages. They didn't arrest him. Yeah. It's absolutely amazing how they do that, They didn't arrest him. They didn't put him on, they didn't detain him temporarily or nothing. They just gave him a strong finger point. Interesting how they do that. It's just, but anyway, fam, getting back. So this is what the uncivilized much do. They locate a black victim, and because their hatred is so deeply embedded in their DNA, on default, they try to make the black victim the perpetrator. They try to blame the black victim as if they had to be responsible for whatever happened. This is what they do. They're on default when it comes to stuff like that. They're also on default with spending money on GoFundMe or GoSend, whatever that is. They're on default with stuff like that. They make sure that they fund these predators, they fund these criminals, they fund these racists, because they need that racism to survive. Yeah, fam. It's like spinach to Popeye. They got to have it. Like, it's like oxygen. Like racism for some of these uncivilized mutts. It's like oxygen. They got to have it. They don't see nothing wrong with it. It's like, man, if they can't have it, they don't even want to live. Some of them don't want to live. It don't matter how much money they got. It don't matter how good they look. Don't matter if they came from a well-off family, a good family. Most of them didn't come from a good family. Most of them, they were raised to be how they are. But it don't matter how well they're doing in life. It don't matter how educated they are. It damn sure don't matter how dumb they are. It don't matter how stupid and uneducated they are. It don't matter if they have one tooth in their mouth or a full set. They got to have that racism, man. If they can't get it, they can't find somebody to look down on by default. They can't function. Yeah, they can't function. It messes with them. They fund these uncivilized mutts so that the type of behavior that they are involved with can continue. They also fund them just in case, they find themselves in that same position. They're going to want somebody to fund them. They got to keep it going, because otherwise life just ain't worth living. It just ain't worth living, man. If you can't be a racist, if you can't wake up on hate default, life just ain't worth living. At least not in the United States. And that's why they won't leave the United States. That's why they call this the greatest country on earth. That's why they won't leave, because they know their ass will get handed to them somewhere else. That ain't gonna work in these other countries. Remember when that dude went over to, was it China? I think it was, I'm almost certain it was an Asian country, where dude stole the photo off the wall. He thought it was funny. He stole the photo off the wall, and they locked his ass up. And then he was so messed up, he got ill. I don't know if they killed him. I don't know if they hit him with something, but he got ill. And only then that they released him, they said he was terminally ill. He was just really badly ill. And they went ahead and released him after some time. I don't even remember if it was a year or so, 2 years, whatever time it was, they released him. And they showed him getting on the plane with his, and meeting up with his family and stuff. And he was all sickly. And then he died just a few days later. He was dead. See, he could have gotten away with that in the U.S. But over there, they don't care about none of that. That's why they won't travel. That's why a lot of them will not travel, because they can't get that type of consideration anywhere else. They can't get that type of bias, discrimination. They can't get it. This dude right here is one of the worst of the worst. I can't believe he's lived that long, 28 years, with that type of mentality. Like actually going out, because most of them are closet. See, he's doing what the other cowards are afraid to do. See, he got a bullhorn. He go out there with a bullhorn and say, this is who I am. And yeah, I'm racist and I don't like it. Call you N-word to your face. What you gonna do about it? That's what he does. And they love that because the inner them want to be that way. But they're afraid. So they get behind somebody who's not. And he's afraid to a certain extent because he ain't gonna do that everywhere. He knows his beans from his cornbread. I can guarantee he's not doing it right now in the county jail. I know for a fact he's not doing it because they'll bust his head to the white meat if he did. But anyway, fam, what say you? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.